Good morning, Om Bani Kesha Fasoma, everyone. It is I, your galactic leader, first leader guide of NovaGaia. Everyone can be a leader guide of NovaGaia. We discussed this, okay? You guys step up. If you feel like leading, do so. Highly recommended. I was reminded that well, maybe my predictive nature actually predicted something regarding Dr. Michael Salla being appointed, congratulations by the way, Dr. Salla, to the new administration coming into the White House. I like him as a resource as well, and I had suggested him for NovaGaia Leadership Council Advisory Steering Committee samesies, because he's got his finger on the pulse. I'm going to bring up this document. In fact, I wonder, here, look, I put this is all their personal information for contacting them, because I was going to reach out to contact these people to say, hey, you should be part of my group, part of my steering committee. But this is all available online, all public information. I'm just going to really quick pan to this part where I have Dr. Michael Salla right there, and it's michaelsalla.com. Contact us is where you can reach out to him. He's been appointed to the Trump administration. I don't even know what department he was suggested or recommended for nomination for the leadership of the new freaking Trump administration. I mean, how fucking cool is that? So we both had this in mind. I also have George Karavassilas, Linus Kordes, Darryl Anka, Pamela Aralyn, Elena Danaan, who Dr. Salla works with a lot, Kaia Ra, JP, who Dr. Salla works with, David Adair has worked with Dr. Salla, Kyle Cease, Don Miguel Angel Ruiz, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dan Winter, Terrence Howard, Stephan Burns, Cliff High. Would have added since then probably Pascal Najadi, and I think that's it. And then of course I had recommendations for, because we say things like the kids are the future, we need to have a youth advisory council. Just so however that works, I know we say, they can't make decisions until they're age of majority, but I think that because we say they're the future and they really are, we can't wait until they're 40 to get into Congress to start to bring new things to the future. So whether these folks have an ear to Congress members or something like that to suggest new policies and things like that, I'm very curious about that. I think it's important. And again, there's documents from the Vatican that we used to work with inner earth beings, and they shut that down in like I can't remember dates. I want to say 1400s, but I think it was after that, more recently, like 1700s or 1800s, that we worked with inner earth beings. Okay, well, let's do that again. Who are they? What do they offer us? We used to have technological exchanges. It looks like when we look at our archaeology, we're not really seeing the true picture, that there could have been more advanced societies even before us. They just went away for, whether it's the catastrophic floods or whatever reason. But that needs to be known to us, our ancient history. The outer realms, UFOs, ETs, the government says they walk among us. Okay, well, the government is coming out with all sorts of information now because they're being forced to release this information. It's time. It's past time. This is the Avenge Me shirt. Dr. Stephen Greer, The Lost Century is quite literal. The first that I know of case of a UFO is in the 30s. 33, the Vatican obtained a UFO. So you've been lied to since then, ever since then, at least, at the very minimum, probably before that, but I'm just starting there. So 33, this is almost 100 years later. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. I think it's really cool. JFK Jr. already starting to talk about things like removing fluoride from the water just nationally. There's zero reason for us to have it in the water. If you want fluoride for tooth decay, you can get fluoride treatments really easily from a medical provider. There's no reason to have it in everybody's water source, which also might help our health, because it sounds like having it in the water source can help, can not what it does the opposite. It does harm to our bones, I believe. I'm trying to remember what his statements were. Go look that up if you're interested. It's fascinating to me because he's on it and he hasn't even gotten into office yet. So I think this is the same as true for Dr. Salla. I'm basically saying, hey, get on it. Start saying things that you would do for the leadership of NovaGaia. I'm calling it NovaGaia, but this is, obviously you're talking about America. But as far as politics goes, Pascal Najadi tells us that there's a republic, including Canada and the United States, and we're all one unit right now, and that you're being deceived by a lot of things if you don't recognize that that's the case. So, yeah, so that's why I say consult these people and find out actual truth. Dr. Salla is really good at research and, vetting people and such. So that's why I think he's a great person. He's also a published author. He's very educated on these topics that I'm bringing up. And why am I bringing up things like ETs and UFOs and inner earth beings? Because if they have UFO technology, bam, that changes a lot on this planet. If they have healing technology, bam, that changes a lot on this planet. If they have telekinesis, telepathy, skills, bam, that changes a lot on this planet. Again, it doesn't have to be ET focused. You can just focus on humans if you want, but now we're talking about mastering ourself in this coming age where we will have the ability to see beyond the veil, to go over there and visit with the ancestors, and then to decide that we want to come back at any time. You can go back and forth. You don't have to die just to peek behind the veil and talk to the ancestors. The other thing is that you'll be able to see things like fairies and dragons and spirits here on the planet and interact with them if you choose to do so. So that, again, this weirdness is coming. This is planet-wide, possibly, as far as I know, galaxy-wide, and other channelers like Cindy at Lady of the Forest 444 on YouTube are predicting things like the Earth experiment of contrast will be rolled out to the rest of the galaxy. Interesting. We're also looking at the second coming, or it's the first if you're Jewish. It's the Messiah, which was Pele, which was Jesus's divine female counterpart, basically reincarnating on Earth, and will be birthed to an actual mother, but we don't know who the mother is, and doesn't matter. All of humanity will be caring for this new Christed consciousness, basically, is all that is. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. I put that out there. My hybrid family is out there, probably coming soon. I've had another UFO sighting. This is my second one now, of lights in the sky that are just about star size right now. I had a vision, spiritual interaction. This was on the 1111 portal, where I had my feline human hybrid family were sitting around the table with me, and one of them is already a grandparent, and that was interesting. So I know that that is the start of contact for me and my family, and I don't know where your contact starts, but maybe it already did. And of course, I'm considering QHHT to remember that stuff, so we'll see. I've had 2 channelers tell me that I'm a hybrid mother. I have had them tell me that I'm known to the goddess Isis, that I'm known to an entity named Ms. Blue or Blue that doesn't have a gender. And she knows me as Iron Tush. Why? The hell does that mean? Anyway, I think it's hilarious. And I almost don't ask them for more information when they drop these little hints. One of them said, I see gold and jewels. Sweet. I feel like I know that's coming. Like I may have ruled on another planetary system in the past, and maybe my family is there and waiting for me to rejoin them. That's fine. Apparently we've all been recruited to come here to this Earth experiment anyway to uplift the planet. So, and that's literally what I do. What do you do as the first leader guide of NovaGaia? What would I do, Tree, if I were to declare myself a leader guide of NovaGaia? You just steer the whole freaking planet by focusing yourself on something better than what we have now. So if you look out and you go, oh, there's dog poo on the street and trash and homeless people. Okay, doesn't matter. You don't have to have a solution. All you have to do is say, I recognize that I think there should be something better than there currently is. That's it. Literally, we're done. Just shift real quickly from I dislike that and what I'm seeing to there's got to be something better. Focus there. That's it. You can start dreaming about it. Go ahead. Give yourself a, wow, I want to be nice when everyone has a home. Wow, I want to be great when everyone cleans up their dog poo, or we don't have that as an issue anymore. Wow, I want to be great when, there's no trash on the sidewalks and whatever. Just stay there, stay focused on hope. That's what the leader guide does. Stay focused on better. You can start making actionable plan for what you think would be better, but ultimately what you're doing is delegating to the universe. Universe, I see that there should be something better, make it so. That information does go back to the central processing computer of our hologram. Yes, the information is received, whether you want to call it God, you want to call it source, you want to call it the programmer, what you're seeing, hearing, experiencing, what you choose as better is going to the computer. So what you're saying is, computer, I choose better. I'm looking over here because I want a better future for everyone, not just for me, but for everybody. I don't want to see homeless people suffering. I don't need to see the contrast. I know that being without a home would suck. It's got to suck. You can put yourself immediately in their shoes. You don't lack empathy. You know what that is like. And so you choose better. And that's it. That's all the leader guides of NovaGaia are, staying focused on a more hopeful future. You don't have to do it. You don't have to have the solution. You don't have to, you can sit on your butt and you can work from home. So working from home, zero income currently, however, we're working on that. The income, the economy, obviously this is changing. Economy, here's a great definition, okay, ready, of economy. A thriving economy is the universe rearranging itself. That's it. You want a place to live? Guess what? Landlords want people in homes. Period. Don't talk to me about rent and prices and you can't afford and da-da-da-da. Stop. Done. There's a need. The need is met. That's it. We don't import resources from other places. How did I get this house? I'm not paying for it. There are ways to get things without income. So whether that's a gift, you can keep imagining. I'm not going to talk about that. The universe rearranges itself, and that's the economy, period. A lot of people play games with the economy, and that's fear-based. And that's why Cliff High is smart in his predictive economy model. He can predict based on what? Based on fear language that's being used. Rise and fall of economy is all based on fear. Bulls and bears, baby, that's it. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to crash. Oh, no. That's how people make lots of money, is playing those games. Your fear makes it go down. They buy it low. It starts to go back up. They make money. They can sell it to you because now you're not scared enough anymore. So anyway, it's hilarious. But those people can still play those games. The shell game of moving the monies up and down, and it works. Apparently, it's worked for quite a while. But we don't have to play those games. So a lot of our future is also recognizing broken systems. And again, not fixating on, oh, it's so broken, it's never going to get fixed. And they can't cooperate across the aisles. Oh, sure they can now. Look at, you see all these people switching parties? It's all going to be one party here in the future, but that's okay. It's okay because they're able to focus on what we do want, not what we don't want. And that's perfect. And that's all this is no matter what party you voted for, you can see, hey, all I have to do is sit back and dream of the better future, and they'll make it so. Just believe that your government doesn't really have your worst interest at heart. They actually do choose to step up to lead on purpose. So that's the reason I step up. I like helping people. You feel powerless at times, but I'm just listening to Neville Goddard, by the way, and I think his version of manifesting is really the one that does work. I need to make it work for myself. But hey, I manifested some money yesterday, some income, some work that wasn't this work, that was helping another friend that also is good for, you know, promoting all sorts of things. And I get to talk about my woo stuff, my NovaGaia stuff and ETs and such with him on the air. And that goes to millions, has a millions of person reach right now, which is pretty cool. So anyway, continuing to quote, spread the word. I don't have to spread the word. Like, I'm empowering everybody else to do the things. I don't have to do anything really, like I said, except for stay focused on what's better. So I just stay focused on, won't it be nice when? That's it. That's all we have to do. So go ahead, do it yourself. My hat's seen some better days. I kind of liked that it was almost like a helmety style, right? The inspiration, of course, thank you, Hecklefish and AJ on the Y-Files. Phenomenal stuff and well researched, by the way. Highly impressed by the number of hours that AJ puts into verifying that that's a fake clip. Yep, and I can even find the source of it. 200 hours put into him debunking a, what, 5-minute video of Mars mission? Yeah. 200 hours, he said, because Hecklefish asked, how many hours did you put into that? That's amazing. So that kind of research is worthy. I can't say that that's verified, vetted information, but because of that, good job on debunking the things. And obviously he's pretty skeptical. So when he believes something like the moon is hollow, he has reasons to believe. Same as, you know, these are not stupid people who make up theories. A, we're creating our own reality. B, he's basing it on observable, documentable things. So it's basically the scientific method, only different because we're not being bought out by someone who wants to pay for this result or that result on our research. So I just like the truth. The truth resonates. The truth is self-evident. That's in our frickin' Declaration of Independence for reasons. You don't have to argue the truth. No, really, it's true. It's true that in general we avoid pain. But most people don't like it. Some people do. And you have the right to choose that. That's fine. But most people would choose pleasure over pain. That's just a truth. We don't have to get documents about that. Nope, we all agree we don't like suffering so much. So, right? Things like that. You know who you're attracted to, who you're not attracted to. You can probably smell bullshit when it's being heaped upon you. And sometimes you're a little blinded by love or blinded by, I don't know, a handsome person or attractive person in front of you. And they might just be trying to get you to do something. But then you get the sense that they're trying to get you to do something, and you're like, oh, this person's trying to get me to do something. So am I being manipulated, or am I choosing to participate in this? I mean, you get to decide, right? The Neville Goddard method of manifesting is to literally picture yourself there. He has one of his best stories when he's working with, and I'm kind of curious who this person would have been reincarnated, because he was working with Abdullah, his friend, who tells him, Neville, if you want to go to Barbados, then you are in Barbados. You have to act like New York is 1,000 miles away and to that direction of you right now. You have to act like you're there with your family, whatever it is. You know, you can smell the salt air, you've had the meal, you slept in your bed there. You have to act like it is. You can't say, I want to go there, because that's how you manifest, is in the now moment. You bring it to the now moment. And so just bring the peace and satisfaction to the now moment. It's coming. It's good. You'll feel more peace soon, I think. There could be a little confusion. Try to stay centered in the confusion. That's fine. They're going to tell us that the hologram is fake. I know. You probably already know too if you're watching this. So They can manipulate it at any time. Yes, I know. They've been lying to you. Yes, we know. Da, 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 da. You know, there could be some shockers. If UFOs started having a battle in the sky, would you be surprised? I wouldn't be that surprised, quite honestly. In fact, they're saying that could be the what we're going to see next. I, as leader guide of NovaGaia, have called for our secret spy program, secret space program agencies to come forward with your technology. Show us what you got. Show us the UFOs. You've got a tic-tac shape. You've got a boomerang shape. You've got a triangle shape. Let's go. Let's see them in action. But I didn't mean have a battle in the sky. I mean, show them off like at a World's Fair. Park them on a nice parking lot. Have the citizens check it out. You can even just video it and post that for us and go, hey, here's what we got. So that we can decide what we want to invest in building or not. Maybe one shape is better for one type of consumer than the other. And people should have flying cars by now, basically, is what we're saying. Hey, you've been developing reverse engineering UFO technology. Guess what we get to have is flying cars. So sweet, bring it out, roll it out so we can figure out which version, which model we want to purchase and get ourselves into so we can have this amazing new technology, which should not be for the elite people anymore. So cool, right? But don't do the sky battle thing. That's kind of, yeah. We don't do fighting here in NovaGaia. So unless it's like a, I mean, if you're staging it, that's one thing. Just don't, you know, result in death and such. You can have a hologram shootout. You probably do this all the time anyway, unfortunately. I hope you don't accidentally delete our military members just for practice to see what happens if you blow up this UFO or that. Yeah, don't do that. So anyway, but we also know that you have time technology too, time jumping technology, so yeah, we know it. I'm not stupid. We're not stupid. I mean, anyway, I feel like it's all being orchestrated and my job is literally just to point us over there. Hey, I don't like that. Let's look at something else. Flying cars would be cool. So yeah, anyway, lost century, let's get it back. And yeah, this stuff happens super fast, light speed. Faster than light speed. You know what's faster than light speed? Scientists know. The double slit experiment knows. Consciousness is faster than light speed. You think yourself at a destination and you're already there. You don't have to travel to there in a ship. It's true. Think about what Venus looks like on, you know, and whether it's astral projecting, out-of-body experience, remote viewing, any of those are ways that you can see what Venus looks like. Maybe you even have a memory of having been there because all of your other realities are happening at the same time. And you might have a lifetime as an alien. We just don't know. But we'll know soon. So much love to you. Mwah. I'm all about hugs, so get in here for a hug, yo. Heart to heart side. Or is the heart there? That's another one. Could have moved. Much love to NovaGaia, which is all of us. Inner, outer realms. Our future, our past timelines. Let it all be healed. Let yourself be full and whole. Om Bani Kesha Fasoma. Love to my space family.